Mm-hmm. I need to adjust my audio. From Yeti. Test, test. Can you hear me typing? Still?
There we go. Now it's all working. Sorry about the delay, everyone. I'm gonna watch the recording.
I don't think your audio is coming through. Not on YouTube. Nope.
There we go. Now I have audio. So that's what it was. Okay.
Yep. You're all good now.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining in. I was saying I had no audio there. So pretty good listing there on Twitter. Thank you guys for joining in. Come on and join us on YouTube if you want to ask questions. now. Test, test.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So for those of you SPY traders, this is the range. Going to be coming down here to this green line, which is 403.02 to 405.68. There you go. Got the audio issue fixed. So just getting feedback. That's what it was. For now, we're looking for a break of this level here. We already came down and tested it. So I'm actually going to get ready for a trade. Let's see what we get, where we sit in on the day. Okay, pull that up for you guys. Those of you on Twitter, nice. 10 viewers. Let's see if I can bring it up so I can answer your guys' questions on Twitter, but I do not know how Twitter populates questions, unfortunately. If you have any, come on over to YouTube. Check us out. Check out the website. Okay, right now, this is what we'll be looking for. Let's recap the day really quick. While we wait for this trade to set up. Okay, so to start off the day, morning report this morning said we're going to generally end up closing the day right in this range. What we're looking to do. So initially on the first push, once we got past this level here, started to look for a short position. Took a short as we were approaching this level here. All right. Up in this zone. Ended up taking a nice short position. We had a headline come out, some news, and on that initial flush, ended up booking profits all through this. There was a reload opportunity right here. I unfortunately happened to have missed that. Our moderator here, which you can see on screen, he went and caught this trade. I missed his first entry. I got filled on the downtick portion, so I got an unfortunate crappy fill here. Went down towards 77. So I had to manage that with my fill. Correct entry would have been closer towards 82 or so. Then we retraced and back tested the level, pushed above. Our AI went ahead and gave us this 84 number. It was actually a SPY number. And converted over to ES, which 84, which you can see ended up printing here and holding. And we got a nice downturn. So I ended up booking profits right there and then right there. And then just in case we get a pop back up, I was forced to cover the position in the profit right here just before the big flush, but this flush could have gone upwards as well. So since my cost basis was so far down, then I couldn't hold that position against a full retrace back to 84. So what happens when you get a late entry? Could have managed that one a little bit better, but glad to see the level work. Then we got the next retrace. AI system came in and gave us this range, these two little yellow markers you see here. The little yellow marker came in and said in between this zone and this zone, likely a reversion is to occur, which you can see it did. And we also had a support level there. So the support level was tested. Reversion occurred back up, right in a designated time frame. Came back up, not quite a test, and now we are in the down portion of this. What we're going to see what we're looking for now is a right here, kind of a new low print. Come back up, back test, and there's the alerts going off. Back test, and then you want to see this red line here, which is a trailing stop. We'll start the trail, something like this, and that'll be the stop on the trade, and we'll be looking to enter a short position in here, something like so, which will take us back down to this yellow range that you see here, which is our number 2 bars. So if you've been watching our recaps throughout the week, you can see we trade what we call our number 2 setup. That is our indicator here that will go ahead and populate all the information. And we'll be able to see that here on stream. So hopefully some good stuff today. So far we are green, sitting up on the day, just about $500 or so. So far a light day. See if we can expand on that a little bit. Not expecting too much prior to FOMC, so I think we get down there, get that 2 bar in 2 minutes, and then come back up and test, settle out in here. The unlikely scenario would be we start to get below 40, 55, 25, start to get below there, and closing candles below there. Sell pressure is going to try and kick in, and morning reports going to try and kick in, which is this portion here. You can see here, you can read that part. SPY bears will be looking to and trying with all their might to run a test of SPY 446 or ES 4036. But first, they need to start by closing 2 15-minute candles below the range, which is that green line, and that will make them want to close a 60-minute candle below 446. If that is to occur, that starts the failing in the market. So let's see which one we end up getting. Should be able to make for some nice trades, and you guys will be able to see the AI system at work. Get some live numbers. That'll be the interesting and where we really thrive here. As candles are moving, prices fluctuating. Yeah, usually spits out numbers throughout the day, either focal points or points to avoid, or what we call fail spots, or we can typically see flushes come in. Here goes the first retrace. You're going to start looking for a position. If gold is doing, we were watching for gold to fail this gray line that you see here. Gold starts to fail that line. Dollar, as long as we're holding there, that's good and bullish. Ideally, what we want to see here, we're looking for two scenarios. We're going to see an exhaustion candle of some point, which then will make a downtrend start down right around 3 to 5%, something like that. Or just an immediate flush today, which will bring us right down to the low of this body here, something like this. So really all is premised on this gray line, what we're looking for. So you guys can see, those of you, I should have put that in the hashtags. Forgot about MSGM. Those of you trading that, great numbers there that were hit. We had those yesterday, providing that to some other groups out there, and that turned out to be a great number so far. Today, back tested it, pushed through, and that should just mark the high, depending on what we get. We'll get another set of numbers here shortly on this one, once that one is set in. I'll see if this one's going to continue and turn into one of those real epic squeezes. Just keep watching the trade we're looking for. Yeah, as of right now, we're still in the long formation on this trade. Need to see this breakdown. By breakdown, meaning there goes our first set of numbers. Okay, so we have a what we call a print, push, and hold of 40, 66, 75. So we now have got the print. Now it needs to push a little bit. Let this push towards 40, 72 or so, and then fail this general zone. We'll look to begin a short position. Those of you enjoying these morning reports, thank you for all the upvotes. Lots of great comments in there as well recently. We have really been spot on point every day. Great to see this stuff and how the numbers in the AI systems are working. I love watching this stuff. You ever hear from the Tachyon guy?
Oh, yeah, he's all set up.
Cool. Did he make it into the chat rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, he's trial, by the way. I'm gonna change his role to trial.
Oh, I didn't see that.
There we go. Still waiting for this to formulate. Let this push up. This is what we typically look at as just a liquidity area. What's going to happen here is going to push up towards that 72 zone. So anywhere from here towards that 72, and start to look for a downward move that'll break us through that print push and hold from earlier, at 66.75. And what we'll be looking for is that green line here to fail. It'll end up looking something like this, right? Tiny little candle, push around a little bit, mess around, come on down, then it'll back test. And right here is where we'll get the next piece of information, whether we're going to come back up, just hold till FOMC, or does this back test peek its head and begin to roll over a little bit. Not a full-on collapse. I don't expect much of a thrusting action today prior to the meeting, but I do see that we kind of a slow, steady kind of downward move there. You are just coming in or watching this recording later, let me know what you guys trading today or traded today. What else is hot out there besides this MSGM? I put this on screen. Let's see what's active today. Oh, VS today is quite active. Is VS doing? Nice big push. Ooh, I opened nasty halts on the way down. That's not something I would touch with that kind of action. What else we got? GSA. Actually looks pretty. Okay, first, market open way back here. Started to hit scanners, traders right over this zone, and then the real momentum move started. Really, really great action on this one. Nice job if any of you caught this one. Here goes our trade we're looking for. There's the back test of 66.75. Okay, let me find me an account to trade. Going to trade. Let's do this one. Okay, started a small position there, starting with one contract on. Short. See if I can build this up a little bit. this. So here's my active trade. I got one on so far. Here's our Ninja Trader tool. Be coming out pretty soon for you guys. Go ahead and set the stop on this. Go. Nope, don't want. Oh, I got protection on. Okay, there we go. Stop loss in place. And I'll go ahead and do a profit take. Right now, the plan is let this trade out a little bit, let it fluctuate up and down. And what I'll end up doing, this is our trailing stop. I'll end up attaching this to the trailing stop like so. What it ends up doing there is just tracking it. So as the trailing stop moves down, this will go ahead and follow it along with you. Then I can also just hit a one button break even at any time. Need to see how we touch this low here though. There we go. Get 65. I'm going to move my profit take to that in that area. The first take, and there's an up thrust coming. I'd like to re-enter on the up thrust. Should have got profit there. Looking at something else. Those of you coming in from the report, I had a few questions earlier. Here's a report if you want to read that. Currently, we are in this phase of the report what we're looking for. Over that again. This general the bearish phase. Right there. So since we are in that and we are currently in a short position, hit profit take one already. I did not hit that. So getting used to streaming while trading. I was looking away, missed the first profit take. Still holding that position. Ideally, would look to. I'm less than tier one right now. Tier one would be what typically what I like to trade is trade in 3 tiers. So if you want whatever your position size divided up by 3, tier one would be that first third, and then I like to go ahead enter the position, take profit, book, and then on the retracement or backtest of levels, go ahead and enter it again. Right now, I'm still less than tier one. Looking to get up towards 3 contracts on this and see if we can get a break of this green level here. Oh, there's the puppy.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The puppy. He's so tiny. I need me one of those.
You can have her.
Don't hurt her feelings now. Let's see what we get. See if we get this downtrend started.
Nice.
Would be great if we do.
Dollar's still fighting that level.
No push on gold yet either. little bit of protection buying, nothing crazy. G-Sun, what a beauty. Small cap week, it looks like.
Hey, Tachyon.
What'd you say?
Tachyon just joined Discord.
Welcome, Tachyon. How you doing? Is my screen still sharing on Discord? Wednesdays we stream live. Discord seems to be working just fine. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're currently in this short on the morning report. I'm not sure if you're in the mine area or not. Today you wouldn't have got the report since you just signed up. But you can read it here on screen, and also it is in the day trade room. And it looks like you're all good with permissions to enter and view the day trade room. Go ahead in there. You can read the report. Currently, we're looking for a break of this green level.
Do you trade ES?
Nice. Okay, there's your fluctuation candle. There's your de-risk spot. We got one more up move coming. I'm going to book profits here on this one and reload on the up move. Okay. Oh. All right, book profits there on that trade. Nice little one. Now on this next up thrust here, I'm going to go ahead and re-enter that position.
I'm personally Midwest. Jinan here is Mountain Time.
Yes, I am in the Utah region. Perfect time zone. Don't have to be up too early. Don't have to stay out too late. I was in San Diego for a while, in Vegas, at Pacific time zone trading the markets. It's rough.
That would be rough, I'd imagine.
And that's back when I was stock trading too. Market open at 6:30. You got to be up by 4 prepping.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the upward move. Let's see how big it goes, how wide it goes, I should say. Change this music. It's way too loud. Really need a better music selection that doesn't get flagged by YouTube. Yep, very, very early mornings. If you wouldn't mind me saying, where'd you go ahead and find us from? You from the Minds section, Twitter, YouTube? Nice. Good to know. Been enjoying the reports every morning? And the factor as well should be 3.
Oh, there's a third.
Yeah, this one here, our version of the RSI.
Right. Forgot.
Nice, but we'll check it out. Sounds good. That's just the peak of it. So glad you're in here. Be sure to ask questions. You like their morning report. You like the intraday AI numbers. Pretty precise with the fail spots, telling us when we're going to go ahead and drop, when it's going to exit.
This morning was some great ones.
One of the what?
I said this morning were some great ones.
Oh yeah, really, really nice one. So this morning, if you want to look at your chart, we had 4084 after that down thrust. I went ahead and it spit out that 4084 would be the area to watch for possible rejection and couldn't get above, which it did not. Quite pretty. Really good short trade off of there, which will be in the recap later. Not sure if you've been watching the recaps every night after reading the Mines report, so you can see how to play it, or how we play it at least. Today with the FOMC should be quite fun. And if we end up breaking this green line today, we should get a nice number 2 bar down there, which will be your first to see. Quite pretty one. Once you get all the indicators set up, it should look something like this. Should look something like this. So I know what we're looking for to complete the whole setup. We have our number 1, which is this one. Marking yellow, do it this way instead. So this yellow bar here, which is at number 1. Then what we end up looking for is a formation come in, which is what this is, right? A, think of it like that. Let this start to roll over. Okay, this is the support that the bulls must try and hold today from the morning report. Once they start to lose that, it'll drive price down into this range here. Right in here, we'll start looking for a number 2. Once that comes in, there'll be a number 2 populated above the bar. It'll be yellow. Stops kick in, which will trail. And then ideally what we're looking for is a engulfing bar or some type of big bar that comes in. And then on that first back test for entry, and look for that to retrace back above. Right now, I was short from over here. Book profit. We already caught the trades earlier today. That'll be in the recap later. And right now, just looking to re-enter the short. Need to see the first up thrust. Something like this, right? Peek its head up against this red line here, and start to roll over a little bit. There we go. There's the up thrust I was talking about a few minutes ago. See how far it goes. Have you been trading a while? What was the other one that moved today? MGAM. Nothing great on that one after hit stop. I would have traded that first push. MSGN. Okay. First reclaim. Fix still no major protection. Gold and dollar we're looking for. Oh, nice move. See if we can break here. Have to begin to watch again.
Use your re-entry up there.
I cannot. Didn't go far enough for me. I'll catch the backside. Here's a good one. All right, see, so now our bot right here is telling me that this is viable, but I'm not going to long here because we're looking for a break, right? But you're going to see a lot of people shorting in the hole here. first test. Thrust didn't happen as the way we would like, right? Not big enough thrust. So the moment you see a couple red candles, people start to pile into that, push up. Let's see what it does. I have no interest in a long position here right now. It's 11 o'clock. But let this push up and see what kind of move we can get out of that. Once these stop orders start to hit, people who shorted the hole, let this push up. And this is the cool stuff when the numbers come in like that. So usually in the mornings, since you're relatively new, we'll get the initial morning thrusting, right? Up and down, up and down. And then we'll end up getting, the system will spit out what we call the intraday number. The intraday number will be a place where if price recovers or stays above, you can expect a short-term trend. Or fails below, you can expect a downward move. So for instance, let's say that's the intraday number. We're starting from here, right? We have the intraday number a few minutes into the open. We spike it above and then begin to fail. We'll typically like to short that. And then the inverse as well. We open above, push, start to fail below that, we'll short that as well. And also, we start from way down low and we go long into that number. So different scenarios, different ways to play it, really just depends on all what the system gives out. Nice. You're in the right spot then. Do we offer any other systems? So just to put that out there now. No, we do not. It's all proprietary. But you're definitely in the right spot. And I love your background. Maybe you'll end up liking me here. I'll end up using you a little bit. But yes, all indicators are by their very nature lagging, which is what sets us apart. Since ours are, not sure if you read the website as far as ours work, but I'll give you a quick overview and then know what you're looking at. 1 second. Actually stand up and stretch throughout the day. Where our systems work, you can think of it as something like this. So we'll have a sequence, right? It's constantly running 24 hours a day. And what it's doing is we'll have a sequence of events or numbers based on different closes. So way in the back end, right? What it's doing is, let's say it finds a sequence it likes, it'll create a starting point, and then it'll have an endpoint, which if you're a coder, you know what I mean, right? And then during this phase, it's looking to create a cycle. So mathematical cycles based on information over the next few closes that it determines it needs. Once it has located a cycle based off of its first value, then what it'll do is create an endpoint, right? And that endpoint right here. So from here to there, start the cycle. Then at that endpoint, what it'll do is it'll forward project possible scenarios. So think of it like a Monte Carlo. I'm sure you know what that is, right? It's kind of based off the same system, Monte Carlo, and it'll start projecting forward and slowly eliminating how the cycles work and what sequences they're running. So we have a start point, end point. Now it's just looking to confirm that information, and it'll forward project a bunch in the back end, right? Nothing visual on screen. A bunch like this, like Monte Carlo. Okay. And then price action in live trading, let's say it's doing this, right? And it just happens to reach this. Out of all of these projections, it reaches there. That completes the cycle. So start point, end point, which is where our number one, right? And this is just one of our models, but our number one and then you get forward projected, and price will vary in between all these price levels. Once price reaches what the forward projection was, all these are deleted, and we stick with that one. And that now becomes a number two, and that's a likelihood reversion or acceleration area. Then that's up to the end user to determine. So, and then our model number two will kick in and help us determine whether that's going to be a reversion or an acceleration. So, pretty cool stuff. And then the other one that we constantly use that is running is going to be where some of these lines come from. So overnight, same thing. It's running 24 hours a day. It'll give us key levels intraday as well, like I was telling you earlier about the fail spots. But what it'll do is, like right here, right? You saw this one. It just told us, okay, this is a buy spot. That's constantly reading the volume, price action, closes, and another piece of information that I can't mention just yet. But that one, once that starts, it tells us the likelihood of how the rejections or acceptance of a level, what we call, is being hit, with the likelihood scenarios. Like this one, it spit out that this is a buy. Me, based on experience, I didn't want that long. Don't like the risk reward there, but you saw a few minutes ago how it spit out that it was a buy. That's the second model that it's running. So it's gathering all the information from number one, number twos, pivots on the day, and then tells us once it's reading consolidation patterns in action, what the likelihood for whatever move that's coming. And that's what we call our thresholds model. And it's pretty much what it's determining is how far away or close to we come from or to a level. It's here, we came close. It's using this information. It used the dip below, how far away it got, and it's all dynamically changing. Pretty cool stuff in the. Let's see. So for sure, there's persistent patterns created by emergent coming out of large numbers of traders. Correct. So algorithms are definitely targeting likely spots of where humans are going to react or not react. And nice. So it's constantly running simulation. Correct. Yeah. So it is constantly going to be running simulations in the background and forward projecting based on every cycle. And then once one of those is actually triggered, then that becomes, the reality of where the cycle has now completed and a probable spot for a trade. Let's see. Still interested in this short. Is it? And then the other portion, we'll go over that here in a second. Watch this trade. And then there's a time portion that we use, a time model that we use, strictly time based. Might have missed the entry there. I was talking too much.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're about to say I was talking too much?
No, that might have been. Oh, yes, but no. Gold's still trying to push back, though. Do you prefer futures over equities? Vacuum.
Yeah, correct. I mainly longer term trade equities. Day trading them is a lot more nuanced, for sure. How do you think your coding background has helped you as a trader with your stated that the human mind reigns supreme? This is true. Most of this is psychology based, right? If you can get a system or code or bots to help you with the lifting of the work, and the rest of it is just how much can you conquer yourself. True. It's another thing, it'll take time to develop. It's a new craze right now, but it'll settle out for a while and then it'll either get bought out or implemented in some way to where it'll take a few years to develop. If you look at the coding that it spits out, any of it, it's not really proficient at all. Yeah, it's good. It's for fun for non-coders, right? You could build stuff for if you don't know nothing about coding, but it's definitely not proficient. At least in its current form. We'll see how it gets developed over time. Granny's very fond of her Alexa. I used to love mine until it started getting annoying. I'd be showering or something and just like play the sound. No, shut up. Walking into a room, sure, I'll turn on that music for you. What do you mean? I didn't tell you to do anything. All right, let's see how this trade works out. And still waiting. While I wait for this line to break, definitely discuss the other model. But that will come in day to day. So the other model we have is kind of the same thing with the forward projections, but that one's on a few different factors. The time one is strictly taking, not sure how you are sequencing of numbers, and um, geometrical patterns, but not based on price action. It's a little bit different. And what this one does, it's constantly projecting likelihood of human reaction, right, in certain key areas. So what that'll do is it takes the start of the day, open closes of every session around the world, Europe session, UK session, Asia session, and it's also forward projecting that. But now it's got a little bit of a tweaks to it to where when we make best way to put it. So once it has a cycle that it completes, right, on our numbers one, which is the one I showed you earlier, then the time one will also go ahead and kick out a segment zone, we call, or a time portion where that move is likely to occur. Where if the cycle completes in that area, we'll get a trade. So what's that look like in real time? We'll have price action doing its thing. And then at some point during a move, like let's say here, for instance, that model will go ahead and spit out, okay, pay attention during this time. So like today, for instance, was this was 8:52. So that was right here, 8:52 to 9:18. 9:18. These are 10-minute candles. Go pull this up on a 2-minute chart for you. Okay, so here's the little markers that I put. So it'll spit out time portion. This starts somewhere over here. I think we ended up getting that. Every day we'll get one, and it'll tell us, pay attention. Today's case was 8:52 to 9:18. So in this window, you're looking for an accelerated move to occur. Sometimes that's a reversion. Sometimes that's an acceleration, right? But something's going to happen in these time windows. And typically, we'll get 2 to 3 of them a day. And this is the model that gives the report on the mind. When you see the 2 10-minute closes, 2 15-minute closes, etc., it's this model that does that. It's also running intraday for us. Oh, and if you've been following the mines, you can see the accuracy of it. That's pretty cool. Oh, this one was really cool. This one came off of the Asian session. So I think it was the mines from Friday or Thursday. we're looking for Monday 8 a.m. Some type of large move to start Monday 8 a.m. So that's the same demonstration I just gave you in a 2 minute time frame. But that was a much larger cycle. And sure enough, Monday ended up being a nice downfall. When did that start? Monday 8 a.m. over here. Over here, Monday. And we ended up getting number ones in there too, right in this area. And this is the one that we put in the mines on Thursday or Friday, I believe it was. I love how you write the precise reports instead of all the fluff on your. Thank you. Yeah. Means a lot. I'm sure we would grow a lot quicker if I did the fluff, but slow organic growth would be a lot better. Been doing this a while. We just decided to start something for the retail community that's a bit different. But also with that comes, you know, most people who are just looking for an indicator or something to buy or sell. Try to write this out in detailed, comprehensive reports that people can understand, or so I think.
Minus the occasional typos.
Yeah, lots of typos. Which are the course. Lots and lots of typos. The brain gets ahead of itself when you start thinking too fast. How's it felt being on stream today?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Fine.
Nice.
I think my dog enjoys it too.
Cute little puppy. Could you put it ES numbers also otherwise? Yeah, and I didn't start it that way. I wasn't sure how much of that I wanted to give off, but what I noticed is that when I first started this, I would give off just the spies, but as you know, or you may not know, is that they're not one-to-one correlated. So a lot of people would get confused. They spy this, so ES must be this, right? Not. So they're both running independently. So each cycle number has its own. So it's not the same as, like 403 on the spy is not whatever 4300 on ES. They're different, which is why I started to include the ES numbers. Because then what you'll notice over time, if you stick around, is a lot of times we'll do the catch up trade, those are pretty cool. So spy might be doing something in a cycle, right? Doing something like this and getting ahead of itself while ES is still here, right? So then you can play that catch up trade where we'll get a nice downturn on both, right? So they can level out, get back to one-to-one, try to stay around one-to-one. Makes for really good trade opportunities during those when they get too stretched away from each other. The picture level. Well, now that you're here, you'll have it. So it's in the day report. You will have the picture levels. But on the mines, it doesn't allow me to do it. I have to take a screenshot of everything. Like mine doesn't let you. Like right now, see if I was to do it. It doesn't let you upload a picture. It takes a snapshot of whatever you're viewing, and a lot of times in the morning, that's just stuff for members. I don't want that. I wish you could let you upload your own picture. That'd be great. But no, you can only have this section here. Click a snapshot and it'll take a picture of your whole trading view screen. Everything proprietary or for members only gets put as well. I stopped doing that. But now that you're here, yeah, you'll have the pictures of everything. You've ever been with a fund, a firm, a prop firm, hedge fund, any institution? Most, depending on your coding skills, but most coders who have a niche for the financial markets usually get picked up. I gotcha. All right, start to. Time is it? Yeah, 30 minutes. There goes that 72 spot. Pushed. Nice. Oh, nice. At my old job, we had a few guys that did that. Pretty interesting work they did, that's for sure. Okay, there we go. There she is. We have a print, push, and hold. 74.75. I'll be looking to short against that starter position for the same concept. Look for 65.50 to break. The only issue we have here in its current form is that there is 28 minutes before the meeting, unlikely of a large downturn before. Keep an eye on volume. If you get anything below, let's say 30%, then make this trade less likely. And we're going to see how we react here at this print, push, and hold. And switch accounts. I've already done that one for today. Let's go ahead and trade. Let's trade this one. What platform are you using, Tekia? Nice. You're familiar with their ATMs. Just so you're aware, we use ATMs. Small tweak on them, but for the most part, they're just ATMs. You trade all day, or you're not here for the opens? Nice. I'm more of a fan of the chart trader myself. A moderator here likes the Dom a lot as well. His go-to.
Yeah, that's what I use. I don't know what the static one means though. Am I using static? No, I'm using the dynamic. What's the difference?
On Ninja Trader, I don't think I've messed around with the static one. Here's the back test.
Not sure what TT. Do you know what that means, Jan?
I do not.
I'm pretty new to Ninja. I think I started 2 months ago on Ninja.
Okay, there we go. And she's saying that 77 is the stop. So I'll begin to look for an entry. Let's see what kind of formations we get here.
Ah, okay. Sounds like kind of just acts like a trading view DOM, right? That's how I'm reading this. But yeah, by this point, I'm pretty much used to the whole crappiness of the dynamic Ninja DOM compared to the trading view DOM.
Okay, there we go. So there's a 74.75 back test. I am short 74.75 even. 77 is a stop mental. Gonna start booking profits here. 72, 75, 71, 70. See what we get. And I'm gonna go ahead and attach my third take profit. Here we go. Put it on screen. This is Ninja. Go ahead and attach it here, and then I'll just track that as it breaks. There we go. Profit number 1 filled. See if we get some more on this. Profit number 2 filled. And now this will track here for a break. And systems here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and the systems will spit out another number here for the fail spot here shortly. Keep an eye out for that. Okay, I'm going to go break even. Correct stop on this is still 77. Has not changed the values yet. I am going to break even on this. And as soon as this indicator flips, I will attach the stop to the indicator and just let it trail down and look for further targets. But keep in mind, FOMC report here in 15 minutes. I'll be out of it. 15 minutes. I'll be out of everything by then. But ideally, we would wait for this to flip, and you attach the stop to it, and just let it trail as long as it wants to go. So there's the first taste of the intraday numbers that the system spits out. Tachyon for that 40, 74, 75. Print, push, and hold. We got the print, could not push. So typically will mean a reversion to the next number. Next number becomes a fail spot, which we do not have yet. As soon as I get that, one more close. Then I'll have that. Then the fail spot will create. Show you what happens when a fail spot hits. What was the recent one? But I'll draw it. So pretty much it'll come in, it'll print, it'll backtrack a little bit, and then that very next candle we're looking for, flush starts under normal circumstances. But right now with FOMC coming up, not likely. The market is going to start being throttled here in a bit. We'll start watching that in the tape. And that is our other model I get to discuss with you. So since you like the DOM, we have an active accumulator that's running. What that's pretty much doing is relatively simple, but it's accumulating any orders coming in. Don't really believe in the spoof concept, but kind of like the spoof concept, right? Orders will pop up, get pulled. Orders will pop up and get pulled. And there goes final profit take. I'm all out. Cancel everything. Okay. I'm all out. But the spoof orders will, or the orders will get pulled, and our accumulator keeps track of that on the DOM as well, and builds them up so we know the quantity of that order. So if you see 50 shares coming in, it turns into 200, turns into 300, right? And at some point, that's orders being progressively either lightened or added at certain price points. And the accumulator grabs hold of those, stores that information, compares it against price, and that usually gives us a directional bias on a setup. Really cool stuff. I like that one a lot. Okay, there's a close. All right, 1 second. Converting. 65.25 is the fail spot. I won't trade that one though. I'm done till after FOMC. That's a nice little trade on this one. I'm happy with that for the day. Thanks for a good day. Yeah, good stuff. Once you get it all installed and working, and hang out the rooms, you'll get a flow of things. Nice little trade there. I'm happy with that for my day. Not sure if you've bounced around, tried any other groups out there. A lot of YouTube groups popped up in the past couple of years. Time is 10 minutes. Let's see what it does. Should be interesting. Okay, we have a sweep. 42.25 for the sweep.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had one of those. So likely that'll only be during the headline. That's far away. Any thoughts on today? What do you guys all think we'll get? 25, 50? More importantly, what I want you to pay attention to, the moment you see it. You're younger. You got better eyes than me. So what we're looking for is a dark purple tie. Wait, my mic on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So dark purple tie or light blue tie. So we'll be watching for at 2:30 when he comes out. So we are currently looking at roughly 48% in the hawkish territory, meaning the light blue tie. Dark purple tie would be dovish. Pretty interesting data behind that. To use that today.
All right. There goes volumes.
Okay.
5 minutes left. See what we get.
MSGM game below the number. Tesla looks very nice for fail. doing anything beforehand. Not yet. I should see a nice spike. Ideally, we get a correlated spike where both dollar and gold spike at the same time. The gold move would be a false one. If they both spike simultaneously, that's what we're looking for.
Alright. 20 seconds.
The sweep is down there for a reason.
Mhm.
Let's see what the bot picked up on that sweep. We got
We got quarter. 25.
okay. All right, quarters expected. Terminal we need to watch for then.
Mhm.
It's dropping, so it must be terminal. Right now, it's just liquidity being swept. $7.5, so they raised it by one. Previous estimate for $7.5. No, it's in line. Okay, that takes off the 74.75. You can remove that from the screen. Okay, and that's a very nice 30-second chart. That's a reclaim of 65.25. We should get a print of 82. You can take 65.25 off your screen. A 55.25 from this morning is still active. Okay, we should be getting a print of 82 here. I'm gonna try to grab some of this. Switch accounts for this. See. Go with this one. Okay, I'm long. High volatile action, you guys, so don't trade this if you're not comfortable with it. I am starter of 3 contracts, so just tier 1, small. Cost basis is 64.75. Booking profit here at 66.5. And in 70 zone. What time is it? We got 2 more minutes left on this. My stop on this is 55 mental. should begin to book profits here on this lift off. See if we get it. Hard stop 49. But correct is 55, but can't expect it to wake up and down a lot, so that's what the mental stop is for. Okay, there we go. Target 1 filled. I got 2 contracts on. See if we get target 2. Should be 69.75. I'm a little greedy at 70.25. Dropping that to 69.75. Okay, and then we have a new print push and hold number. Comes out being to 78.75. What happens up there? Volume back to normal?
No. Still
Okay.
60%, 70%.
Okay. There we go. Gonna book profits here. My stop now is break even. It's part of the ATM, so can't keep up. And better to just exit, reevaluate. Don't get wicked down on this. See if I get hit. Yep, okay. I got hit there in the profit. So I use the 1 tick profit stop whenever the ATM automatically moves. So that one is profited and all out of that. Small little winner, but okay. Take it. Should still go up towards 82 though, but wick down is going to be hard, so you can't hold through that. I'll look to re-enter this again if we can get down towards 56. But printing 78.75. No longer interested in it. If you're in it, great. Otherwise, no re-entries. And there goes. You should have got filled there. You're 69.75, 70. Anywhere in there. Don't be greedy. I'll let it fluctuate. You should get a couple candles here, fluctuation or fail. And you're either break even or hard 55 right now, depending on your risk tolerance. Okay, now what we want to pay attention to, if you're not in this trade already, just sit back, relax, let your emotions window down. We are looking for a print of 82. That'll give us the next data set to work with. And we need to go through and check gold, dollar. Nothing. I'm gonna wait for the conference. Nothing on speculation. Let's see. Nothing. Any protection buying? No protection buying. There's the print of 82. Beautiful. Love watching this stuff work. Unfortunately on the break even, but more importantly than any systems, any AI, anything, most thing we teach here is keep what you make. A proper risk and money management. Great stuff. There's the 82. One more close. We'll have a next data set. We are still in the print push and hold of 78.75. Now this is going to go ahead and touch and touch. There we go. 84.50. And that'll finalize the 78.75. There we go. There's 84.50. Is that a print or no? What's the high there? 84.50 on the money. Beautiful. Let this candle close. We'll have our next data set. You should be all out or holding a small trailer if you caught this trade. Great stuff. There's this buy intraday. I'm still live. I completely forgot what stream. Oh, wait. I guess we'll hang on a couple more minutes. This will make for great clips for later. We'll let this play out. Let this trade play out a little bit. Then I'll close the stream. Here's the first back test. All right, that gives us our next set of numbers. $40.96 again. So from the morning report. 46. Sorry, 96 is the next number that's got to be touched. Now, it won't not likely to happen as fast as this one was. So don't get greedy. At some point today, they wanted to try and touch this 96 number. Oh, excuse me. Hope you're enjoying the accuracy, Tachyon. I love that name, but oh, I got my moderator here sucked into the markets.
What?
Accuracy.
Oh yeah, surely wasn't your personality.
You are not wrong on that one, my friend. Not wrong on that one. We'll know by the tie. At least that's my theory right now. Some data I got working. The light blue tie or dark purple tie is what we're looking for.
Oh, that's what you meant by the tie.
Yeah, I said tie. What do you mean? Are you confused on tie?
It's been a while since I've been in the corporate world. I haven't had to wear a tie.
I was wondering why he stayed all quiet. Like, how did he not catch on to that? Like, how do you not have something smart to say to that?
I'm still going with as soon as he shows his face. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it drops at least 10, 15 points.
That's not part of my system, by the way. Don't follow that. That's just
follow that.
speculation.
I'm not trading at all during this. I'm just staying back. Yeah, me too. I was like, okay.
I was looking at my charts.
Don't think we have a purple for a while. Not sure.
YouTube hits. Yeah, I must have. I guess I didn't clarify enough. But yes, light blue colored tie on his physical body in a suit, or a dark purple tie on his physical body in a suit. Okay, is that better? And then we'll see how spot on that is. If you've been around a while, you remember the Bernanke did the same thing. Bernanke would come out with a light colored brown briefcase or a dark colored brown briefcase. So when he was hawkish, it would be light brown, or when he was dovish, it would be dark brown. And that was like spot on accurate for forever. And then he caught on to that people had caught on to it. So then he started to play games. He would bring an empty briefcase and he would open it up in the meeting to show that it was empty, and it kind of dwindled away after that. So we'll see if Pal's caught on to this tie thing yet or not.
You got the link?
Oh, let me get that. No momento, please, oh, por favor. They don't have it linked at the normal spot. Yeah, YouTube has it for now. Oh, there we go. Yep, February 1st. This one. Thank you. I like this better than YouTube. That video you shot, you gotta shoot it in this lighting. Looks much better.
What lighting?
Like your current, whatever you got going on right now.
Daytime?
Or that's the, that's the only difference?
All the other ones are at night.
Oh yeah, you have to do that in the daytime.
They
The
wouldn't
fuzz
make
on the other ones are harsh.
You're harsh.
Tachyon, you have anything built for NinjaTrader? Great platform if you can code. Currently, we are working on this one. So this one hasn't been released to you guys yet. The one where I showed you the attached and stuff. So you can just activate it. So you can just one-click enter. And then this is going to be full of little segments in here. There's a trailing stop, break even, momentum plays, stop on close, enter on close. I got a lot of stuff in the works here. But yeah, so you just one click, multiple entry, go up here, buy entries. Then also you could attach it to any indicator or systems that you have. Once that's done, that'll be pretty cool. And we'll be looking to automate that. We got some other automated systems right now running, not for members, but just personally on AMP. I'll show you how familiar you are with that. AMP through TradingView and webhooks. Was the only way we could find it to automate outside of NinjaTrader before we merged over to Ninja. Now we'll go ahead and get it all merged and automated over on Ninja. Okay, and 2:20, so 10 minutes till the presser. Okay, and with that, we'll go ahead and close the stream. Those of you watching the recording later, be sure to check out the mines for the daily reports. They are free for everyone. If you have any questions, want to learn how to use this, come on in, join us, check out the website, jensencode.com. I'll put it on screen for you guys. Join the free rooms. No sales, no nothing in there. It's just strictly meant for traders. Come on in, hang out, just be a trader, ask questions, interact with us. You can check out the full website. Be sure to join the mentor session. If you are not familiar with prop funding, you can go ahead and check out the prop funding page. Get funded. You don't have your own capital to get started with. Great stuff. And thank you guys for watching this live stream. We'll see you in next week's. Have a great weekend. Later, guys.